Hey, Michael here. I've been studying over the past couple weeks, and I've been studying about how to make money, which has been something that is not something that's new to me, but something that I am restarting over with after some kind of personal bankruptcy and some other things that I've gone through. So today I want to talk about the three ways we make money and how they relate to each other. The first way we make money is through our job. So we're paid for what we do, our ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing us. And this is going to follow through all the three ways of that we make money. When we start with our job, we want to make sure that we give as much value as possible. We're not going to be compensated for that total value right away because our employer also needs to make money. But we also want to prove to not only our employer, but the universe and people in general that we can create value and give value. And the more value you give, the more the world will want to reward you. Your rewards may not come from directly from the places you give your energy, but they will come because that is the law. And as Earl Nightingale says, we want to make sure that we add wood to the fire before we light it so that we can get heat. It's kind of silly to say, give me heat, and then I'll give you wood for the fire. And so that's what our job is. It's that initial heat, that spark, that kindling that gets our wealth going. And from there, we want to start to save money. Maybe 10% a month, 10% of your salary a month. It may not be a lot of money at first, but over the course of a year, provided nothing goes wrong, you'll build up a nice little nest egg. From that nest egg, we can start moving into the second way that we can make money, which is investing. So we can be a little more aggressive with how we distribute our money. It doesn't have to all be in a bank account. It can be in stocks. It can be in bonds. It can be in IULs, which is Index Universal Life Fund. So there's ways of saving money. So there's the savings account is going to be safe. It's going to have that 3 to 6 months of buffer for you. And then you can have stocks and bonds, which is going to be your more aggressive savings. Your 401k can fall into that category. Things that are variable and are going to grow exponentially on a longer time horizon, but you can afford some risk in the short run. And then the IUL is your medium term, where you're waiting for investments to get information into, and then it ranges between 0 and maybe 8%, 10%, something like that. And you have money that you're not going to lose. So when there's a downturn in the market and you want to jump in, you have the money. When you have an opportunity to buy something, you have the money. And that's just can be either an annuity or some sort of other insurance vehicle, or basically options that limit the losses that you can take on the stocks. The third way that we make money, once you have enough money saved up, is through our own businesses. Now, I believe Robert Kiyosaki breaks this into your own business and a business that uses other people to do all the work. I'm not going to differentiate this here because we're just starting out. If you were wealthy enough to have a business where you didn't have to do any work, you wouldn't be researching how to make money because you would have it already. So through this process, we're going to take maybe a couple hours of spare time, and we're going to start funneling that towards something that might make money. And we're going to start small. We're going to say max $1,000 investment. That's all we're willing to risk initially to get one of these things off the ground. And then we're going to test it for a while. We're going to give it 3 to 6 months, see if it comes off the ground. And if it doesn't, uh, we can say, well, that was a great idea. Maybe that particular idea doesn't work for me, and we can move on to the next idea. And then once you find an idea that starts to generate traction, you make that first dollar. So that's really a lousy return to think about if you're putting in $1,000 and you're getting $1 back. But this is just initial proof of concept. Once you have that initial proof of concept that this is something that will make money, it's something you like to do, you can then start funneling more energy into this business, and the business will start to grow, and that will start giving you a more reliable second source of income. The second, with making money with your investments, is more of just like a savings vehicle. It's not going to make you wealthy right away. If you're wealthy, it's great to stay wealthy, but it's not a quick answer to. There's no get rich quick option here. So we want to start with a job. We want to save 10% of our money. We want to put it in some sort of vehicle that will earn some reasonable return. Is it an Anchorage account? Is it stocks? Is it bonds? Something where we can start growing that money. And then we also want to start our own business. And as we get that first business up off the ground, at that point we're going to probably have our eggs all in one basket, and we're really going to want to watch that basket, really energize that business. Maybe that means that it's time to leave that job and get that business going 100%. Hire in some staff and start really pushing, and so you grow that business. And then once that business is growing, then we can start looking at other options for income, other ways of earning money, and that's how you get rich. Is get a little bit of money, create a business, get that business off the ground, get multiple sources of income from that business.